Hey guys, Grumpy here with episode 26 of our Zero to Hero Let's Play as the Mercury guy. So in the previous episode, we settled our 3 colonies. I had a brain fart and I settled 1 extra colony above my limit, but we found a freelance administrator, so that was good. We now have 3 worlds. If we go into the command tab, we now have 3 colonies set up. Very expensive at the start, but soon they'll take care of themselves and we'll start seeing profit moving forward. Alright, is there anything else I can do? No active comm relay and Freeport status. Did I build a comm relay? I did, it's just probably going to take a while for it to update. Okay. I want to apologize for the lack of content coming out from this channel. What happened was Path of Exile, another game that I play, had its big launch. It was an Atlas launch. These happen once a year, so it happened on Friday. Ipso facto, I've been distracted by that. Okay, let's get our bearings. The video should come back out at a regular schedule now. I played most this weekend. It was fun. Path of Exile is becoming more trying as it goes on its development. The developers are keen on making it a more difficult game, which is fine. Anyway, let's buy some fuel. Yep. All right. Let's buy some fuel and then let's go ahead and continue. Even though we have this cushion of 10 million credits, it's gonna go very quickly. So we do have to make sure that we're maintaining our money making, which comes down to rating. Thankfully now we're not so much under pressure, since we do have this lead. It isn't like we have to find convoys every day, otherwise we're in the red. We definitely play it a little slower. Let's go jump out, turn for our transponder. Alright, other things I want to do is I want to continue exploring. Exploring is also profitable. And then I want to start gearing the I was given some direction on where to take the Zero to Hero series, and one of the things that was suggested was getting a fleet ready for fighting like redacted fleets, and then also doing like the other endgame boss. But of course, we need to go find it. It's hidden somewhere in these worlds. We got to go find that. And that's a really good idea. So at some point I need to assess my fleet and figure out what I'm gonna do with it, like how to make it better. Yeah, because the fleet we have right now, it's strong, but this is nowhere near capable of taking on some of the bigger, badder threats in the game. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take that. So we'll go dark to pivot. We'll go ahead and take that fight. Oh. Alright. We'll just let our second in command handle it. And we'll just deploy everybody. Okay. A couple of freighters got away. That's fine. Let's see if we get the hammerhead. We don't. That's fine. Let's go pick through the wreckage. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. Oh, something we need to focus on is getting relations up. That's it. Now that we have colonies established, you want your colonies to trade with other factions, and being inhospitable with them means that you can't trade with them. So we need to do some favors for the Persians. Alright. Anything? Any Thule? There's a bounty. Do we know about a gate over there? We do know about a gate over there. Fantastic. We'll go do that bouncy real quick. 2 dominators, a champion, adventure. A pretty tanky fleet. And then we're not hostile with the Syndrians, right? Correct. Alright, so we'll go ahead and buy some fuel from Syndria, and then we'll jump over to that bounty location. Alright. Repair our ships. Buy out your fuel. Didn't like that, huh? Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that with the AI cores, with the contraband in our inventory. That's fine though. Alright, let's go ahead and negate here. Travel over to New Cordova. Pirate raid. In Kamari Kingdom. We'll flag this as important. What'll likely happen is the Person League will post a pirate hunting bounty for Kamari Kingdom. Then we can go fight there, generate a reward with them, reputation with them. Okay, so you are near an irradiated worlds in the New Cordova star system. Oh, okay, so we're here. Nice. Alright, so you're near an irradiated world? There's 2 irradiated worlds. Let's try for this one first. Yeah, so we'll tell the fleet, spice it up. I can show you some of the more advanced builds that I use. Now that we have a colony, pretty soon printing ships, like making your own ships, is going to be a reality. We do need to find blueprints for that. Also, printing your own weapons becomes a reality as well, and you can really fine-tune your ships how you want them. Okay, so revealing the entire fleet. It's 2 dominators. Ooh, this dominator is one of the stronger ones. So if we go ahead and press F1 here, we can evaluate this ship. It has 2 Hellbore cannons. Now we know exactly why Hellbore cannons are so devastating. It's because they do a ton of high explosive damage. Any ship that has its shields popped or shields down that gets hit by a Hellbore cannon, it's probably gonna rip through that armor. Next up, it has Typhoon Reapers, which again do a lot of high explosive damage, and then the Annihilator rocket also does high explosive damage. So this is a priority target. We're gonna want to make sure that we kill this Dominator over its sister ship. This one is a little less threatening. It has the Hephaestus cannon, and it has the Mjolnir cannon. Both of them still large, devastating weapons, but not as bad as the Hellbore is. As far as the rest of the fleet goes, nothing too intimidating. The Venture is tanky, but thankfully we have a Conquest that'll just shred right through that. And then I'm pretty sure our Eradicator can take on their champion. So pound for pound, I think our fleet is well equipped to take on this fleet. We do need to do a little strategizing and just make sure that we don't fight, 2 dominators at once. Kind of see if we can break apart the fleet, fight it in chunks. And then my job, of course, is going to be frigate cleanup. We'll share that responsibility with the Eradicator. And then we'll collapse in on the champion. The Eradicator and I will collapse on the champion together. And then the Conquest will probably tear through one of these Dominators. The Monitor will tank the other Dominator. The Monitor is a really strong counter to this kind of Dominator because it does high explosive damage. And it doesn't do significant shield damage, kinetic damage. So, alright, let's go and move into engage. Alright, we will just deploy all from the start. No need to be coy. Issue capture commands for the strikes. We'll put the omens on myself. Oh, ooh. I was supposed to. I'll transfer command. I'll transfer command at some point during this fight. I kind of forgot that I was supposed to use a different ship besides the one that I'm piloting. That was requested by the comments. The monitors we can just send forward, and then the herons can go ahead and escort. Actually, I want the eradicator to stay near the heron, and I want the heron to stay near the conquest. All right, let's play it out. I will release a guide on combat pretty soon. That's going to be coming out, as well as a guide to fleet management, like during combat. So how to fight like as an individual ship, and then how to organize your forces so that they can be effective, um, like fleet wide. So those will be coming out. I have no idea when. Probably sometime this week, though. I imagine. All right. Looks like we have an enforcer straying from the rest of the fleet, which is fantastic. The enforcer is a really nice target to take down, just because it has a lot of ordnance on it. And if we can isolate it, that'd be great. We'll add these to the fight. I'm not sure where their fleet is, but I want to keep our fleet together. Alright. Let's see if we can encourage the enforcer to come fight us. Fantastic. That's great. Alright, there's the rest of their fleet. Fantastic. Our monitors are the closest thing to them, so they should continue to engage on this. Let's set these two like that, and then let's move our conquest. I should have paid attention to the ship. Oh wow! Hey, you learned something new. Hovering over the ship will give you its breakdown. I didn't know you could do that. I was gonna say I should have paid attention to the ship names, because there are two dominators and they appear as the exact same on the tactical map. But yeah, so selecting the ship shows you its armaments right there. That's good to know. That's making it into the fleet combat guide. Alright. So we don't want the conquest to fight this one, because if the conquest loses its shields, which is very likely, the Hellbore cannons are going to shred right through the conquest. It isn't very tanky as far as capital ships go. It's not really like an onslaught. Alright, but we do want to move it closer to the battle. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll pivot the Heron over to support the conquest. We'll cancel the order on that. We'll have the strikes back up the Eradicator. Actually, we'll have all the strikes back up the Eradicator. And then we'll give the Eradicator the order to follow me. And I think if we bring all of our firepower to this fight, we can quickly take over, we can quickly destroy these ships. Also, bringing the fleet with us, we'll be able to, I'll be able to issue finer orders and have ships go against specific ships. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and wait until everything is arrayed. We don't have to worry about that Centurion. It's not really a threat to anything. Alright, so our monitors are in position. I want to check their flux. They're doing great. They have the attention of the Dominator, which is perfect. We'll go ahead and pick apart the rest of their fleet. I'll send the Conquest after the Champion, and I'll give it support of the Herons there. Actually, yeah, that's fine. go ahead and drag the rest of our fleet here. We do want to make sure that we avoid this. We don't want to get tangled up in any of that. So we're going to pull the fleet south and meet up with our conquest. Make sure that we didn't steal aggro. We did not. Perfect. Okay, cool. And here's the other Dominator. Alright, so now that we're closer, yeah, we'll just get a little closer. See if we can't bring the Dominator on screen. Perfect. Alright, we'll actually pivot off. We'll send the Conquest and the Herons after the Dominator. We'll send the Strikes after the Champion. And then we'll send the Eradicator after the Dominator so that it can provide pressure as well. And then I'll pick off the Cerberus and the Drover. And it looks like we have a Hound wandering down, checking out what's going on, and perhaps this Hammerhead will turn around, so we need to keep an eye on that. But our Monitor is doing great. It's hardly building up any flux, even though it's in the face of such a big oppressive threat. And this Monitor might be doing a little worse. No, it's doing fine. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and move in. Alright, now that we grabbed everybody's attention. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, the fleets are getting a little tangled, which is unfortunate. But you can tell by the arrows what the targets are facing. And it looks like the monitors still have most of the aggression. That's fine. Now that we're in a little closer combat, I'm going to have the Herons pivot off. I'm going to have this Heron pivot off and see if it can overwhelm this Hammerhead. And then I'm going to have the Strikes. Actually, I mean, that's going to be dead in a second. I'm going to have these two Strikes pivot off and see if they can take out this Hammerhead. My Omens can go ahead and kill that. Nice. Oh, you're alive. Yeah, there you see the devastating power of the Strikes. Using those antimatter blasters really just absolutely stomping that Hammerhead. Alright. This Dominator is pretty much dead. We'll have the Eradicator pivot off and kill the Hammerhead. The Conquest will kill that, that's fine. Yep, and then this group I want to take with me, and then we can go ahead and move in against this Dominator. Alright. I'm going to tell the Strikes to go ahead and get in on that venture. I'm going to tell this Strike to go ahead and start working on the Hammerhead. And you can keep doing what you're doing. That's fine. So first Dominator down, which is fantastic. Hammerhead also down as well. Nope. Need to to go ahead and bail our strike out. Nice. Alright, and then the last major threat is going to be the Dominator. And for this, we don't need all those ships. Everybody just collapsing on the Dominator. For this, I'm going to transfer over to the Omen. And I'm going to use the Omen special ability to knock out some of these cannons on the backside of it. If I can get one of my Omens. Yeah. We'll also kill this kite while we're back here. Okay. Nice big group hug at the end here. For something like a Dominator, it's usually better to hop in the Omen because you can get behind the Dominator very quickly and use its EMP ability to disable the cannons on the backside of it, which provides cover for the rest of your DPS ships. Alright, and I think that's the Shepherd's the only thing that's left. I'm pretty sure the strikes can catch it, but if not, we'll go ahead and move over here and see if we can't intercept it. Also, I think the Centurion is still roaming around somewhere, but I don't have the patience to fight the Centurion. Alright, perfect. Alright, we can go ahead and claim victory. We'll let them go. And consider ship recovery. Nice. So we get a Dominator, which is really good. Unfortunately, we are offered the Champion. The Champion would be really nice. We can go ahead and recover. And let's pick through the supplies. We get a couple Sabos, which is really nice. Heavy autocannon is always nice to see. You can put that on something like a Vigilance. Ion cannons. Okay, decent loot. Railguns are really nice to see as well. Nice. Okay. The Persians are still inhospitable with us, but slowly we'll work on building that up. Also, we got another character level. So I think it's time we take industrial planning. Yeah. What this will do is it'll add one more production to all of our industries. Well, if that's the case and we don't plan on building industries soon, let's take a different mod. Yeah, let's take electronic warfare instead. This is a really good perk. We'll take it probably next. But because we don't have any industries built, and we're not gonna have industries built for a while, we can go ahead and pass on it. We'll take electronic warfare. What this is gonna do is it's gonna increase our weapon range compared to our enemy's weapon range, making fights just that much more easy. Alright, we'll go ahead and confirm on that. We'll do a debris scan. Okay. No ships on offer, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Nice. Alright, let's head back to the core worlds. And I think we'll call the episode there. We need to head over to Umbra so that we can buy some crew. Let's go to Asconia. We need to head over to Umbra. Okay. So for the next episode, we'll focus on... Ooh, pirates. For the next episode, we'll focus on building up Persian relations. I should probably turn my transponder off here. We'll just max out on crew. Yeah, that's fine. You'll need plenty of crew as you go on through the game, so buying crew whenever you can is usually a really good idea. Alright. We'll buy some heavy blasters. We'll buy piranhas. Yeah. But I'm gonna end the episode here. Next episode, we're gonna focus on building the next set of buildings for our colonies, and then also building up relations with the Persians. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Happy to be back. I am still playing Path of Exile, so the schedule is gonna be kind of all over the place, but it should be fairly regular. Other than that, Grumpy out.